Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the Starbase closed alpha, and more importantly, how you can make money when you first join the game. When you first join the game right now, you're going to be on this single starter station. You'll notice a bunch of different varying holographic ads throughout the station. You'll be starting and spawning generally around this area that I'm at right now. On this side of the station there's only two stores, and there's only two pads, and that's the store where you can go buy all your stuff, and over here where you make your money. So the first job you're going to be finding in game will be the mining job, and this is where a lot of people will start out as they start getting their hands dirty. As with all the jobs you're going to see, most of them are going to be able to rent the tools that you're going to be using, so you have no need to go out and buy your own pickaxe starting out. Though once you leave this area, you don't get to keep anything other than the money that you made. Everything's instanced, so I think I saw a guy standing over here, but as you go into these little zones, you're the only one in it. I'm going to go into first person for this, and I'm going to equip my own pickaxe. And you'll just go up, and you'll basically just go up to it and hit new asteroid. It'll give you a randomized asteroid. That's where you get your little rental pickaxe. And the way this works is you can either bust it up with the right click, and this little doodad right here is going to suck it all up, and it'll bring in various types of ore that are worth various amounts of money. And the amount of money you're going to bring in is pretty much determined by the current market value. But the quickest way is just to grab it with E, and once it's small enough to grab, and then just throw it into the collection area. And that's the quickest way to do that. And you'll basically just be grinding with this job. Like you say, similar shaped asteroid, different type of ore. Throw them both in the collection area. And as you can see, different ores are worth different amounts of credits. And generally with this job you'll get about 2,500 to 3,000 credits per minute. So it's not really the best choice, but we'll move on from here to the best choice. So for the best starter money before you have a ship, the assembly job is pretty much the best way to go. And with the assembly job you're going to be prompted with a number of different parts and things you can make. The box thruster overall has been shown to be the best way to do it, mostly because there's a glitch. So as with the other one, you can acquire your bolt tool and acquire your bolts, and you won't keep them once you leave here. So the quickest thing is the box thruster. I don't actually own the bolt tool on me right now, or the ammo for it, so I'll just go ahead and get it, load a new canister in it. And first off, I'll show you the correct way to do it. So you just kind of click C to enable snapping, put parts where they go. That goes in that end. This goes in this end. Got a little diagram there that I'll show you. You're technically supposed to put all the different bolts in on each side, but you only have to put one in for it to count it. And with these, you'll want to put them in the top. I'm a little colorblind, so blue and purple look the same to me, so I really have to just go off of remember which shape goes into which. But one way that can make it faster is you can just bolt these to the side. The part that went into this side over here, I think you used to be able to put it on the side, but I haven't been able to get it to work lately, so I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong, or if I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, or if they patched it. Probably patched it, or I'm just an idiot. But once you got it all bolted together, you're able to put it over here. So that job, if you bolt those to the side, you can get roughly around like 4,500 to 4,800 credits per minute. So definitely the way to go. And the prior version where you could bolt everything to the side, I think people were averaging around 7,000 per minute. But I haven't been able to get that to work the last few days, so I don't know if they patched that or not. I'll probably end up sticking a video of it in right after this, so y'all can kind of see that. Obviously, the best way to make money is just buying your own ship after you've grinded up enough credits and going out into the stars and mining out the most rare resources that you can find. Don't be fooled and buy the first few ships that you can afford, however, because for the most part, more or less, they're totally useless. Universally, most people recommend a ship called the Hauler. It's right now, it's about 800 to 900,000 credits. That's subject to change, though, with the dynamic market system that's in the game. The more money that's spent and earned, the price of things rise and fall. And the further you really go out, the more resources that you get. So the farther away you get from the starting stations in the safe zone, the better the stuff that you're going to be finding. And honestly, the way you want to do it, especially with the Hauler, is if you notice that our teammate that's over here that we're bringing back a lot of the resources to, he has this kind of like yellow rope that's attaching him to the ship. That's a specific part on the ship. Once you have a mining pack purchased, you'll just hit F on that, and it basically sucks up all the busted up ores around that character into all the various boxes on the ship. When you have it activated, your inventory is the ship's inventory, more or less. So it's easy to keep track of what you're picking up and how much of it you have. There are various few resources floating around that show what the various money amounts are. I'll probably post what the latest thing I have right here for y'all to see. Just as everything else is fairly dynamic. And like I said, the farther you go out, the more expensive resources, the more common they become. The closer you are to the safe zone, the less common they are, more hard they are to find. And really, it makes a world of difference between having full resource boxes and hours of time invested. Difference between making 50,000 credits and making multi-millions, 3 to 4 million credits per run. So it's definitely the most lucrative way to make your money back really quick. You'll take a long time grinding up to get this guy, as well as any additional boxes you want to put on it. But if you're getting the right resources, you'll be making that money back pretty much instantly. And yeah, eventually, as you can see, like farther you go out, you'll start seeing these ice asteroids. Eventually, you'll get out far enough where that's nothing but ice asteroids due to just being a ring around this gas giant. Currently, I don't think anyone's really got out past the ring, so we aren't exactly sure what's out in just the void of space, especially rarity of resources wise. But you do run the risk of being attacked the further you go. Once you leave the safe zone, though, the further you go out, the chances of them finding you without having actually followed you, due to the lack of really a GPS system the players can use and scout you with, is bar none. So you're pretty safe whenever you're getting the really rare stuff. There are a few outposts that I believe people are using to kind of like turn them in with it, where they don't have to go back in all the way to the starting areas due to the speed constraints. It would take far too long. But yeah, definitely right now the main money maker is grind up some money with some friends and get a hauler and go out and search for rare resources. I would definitely recommend taking your time to find the more expensive resources. Don't just grab the first thing you see, because you'll waste a lot of time and fuel and make absolutely nothing for it, and you'll get pretty discouraged. Once you get some ships, though, it's all downhill from there. A lot of the hardest part of the game right now is just that initial grind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just leave y'all to watch whatever is left on this mining.
So how difficult is it to find your way back?
If y'all like the content, be sure to subscribe. We'll be putting out more how-to and how things work videos. And yeah, see y'all in the next one.